Hello, Matthew Chozik here. It's a treat today to be able to interview Aki Suwa about the challenges of staying ahead of being a leading world innovator. Aki, I was wondering if you could introduce yourself a little bit.
Okay. I'm Aki Suwa, CEO of Nine Sigma. We are the global technology matchmaking company. We connect the company who look for the technology or the technology-related idea with the people and organization who have technology and ideas.
Aki, what do you see as the biggest hurdles faced by corporate innovators today?
I think the biggest hurdle is to adapt to the changing speed of the customer demand and to develop a new business model that could match with such a changing speed of the demand.
Are there any fields in particular you have in mind?
For example, in the world of autonomous driving, the company needs like new sensors, new image recognition, and all sorts of like big data controlling softwares, as well as new materials. But at the same time, such a technology become possible, customers all of a sudden start thinking, how can I make most value out of my cars parking in a parking space or while I'm at work?
It's exciting to think about the future coming down the pike of autonomous vehicles, and I wonder, as we see a paradigm shift, what you see as the keys to sustaining corporate growth.
Okay, the first one is obviously to keep up with the technological innovation. And because it requires so complex and diverse technologies, it's no longer possible to develop everything in-house. So the company needs to really extend their network from their internal R&D and existing partners like suppliers. So that is the first key. And second one is obviously, as I mentioned, the new ideas and new business model become necessary. And for that, even you have to look beyond further than normal place you look for, because most large companies, they are so used to the existing business model, so it's hard for them to come up with new business ideas. So many companies try to work with startup companies and also do the innovation contest. And the key is really to reach out to the people who actually have the new ideas and also evaluate them with an open mind.
Aki, when evaluating business models, strategies, what sort of obstacles do you see as still in place?
The biggest obstacle is that because people are so used to developing ideas and technology by themselves.
In-house.
Yes. So they are not used to leverage external innovation technology to achieve a higher target. So the first step is really to develop a culture to make people think on a daily basis. And in order to build such a culture, I think the company has to either make a very successful case all at first, or carefully create the environment so people feel more comfortable thinking in a new way.
Aki, that's fascinating. I was wondering if you have any examples of creating or rebooting a corporate culture in order to create this sort of environment.
Good question. And one example is that a global industrial company, they have carefully chosen a topic. In this company's case, it's big data to gather a global innovation. And as a result, not only they can get a good idea for the big data, but also they could identify a global talent who are so good at analyzing the big data to create the value. Because of that project, senior management was so convinced, and also the rest of the company follow with this success.
For fostering an environment of innovative culture, what sort of approach do you use?
We suggest many clients to create an open innovation team or the external innovation acquiring team who would support the people to acquire innovation. Because if people worry, like, how can I find such an external innovation? Well, do I have to communicate or negotiate with the external technology or innovation owner? Then people may become hesitant.
Yes.
But if there's a support team, they feel more comfortable, coming up with new ideas or best leverage the external innovation to achieve the target.
Excellent. That's interesting.
Yes. And actually, some companies even go beyond that. For example, people may think, do I have enough budget to do this? So companies have special budget for finding new partners in the future, which is not actually easy things to do for large companies, but many companies start adopting new way of collaborating partners by preparing budget or the new processes that support the activities.
Aki, with all of your insights working with global leading companies, I wonder what you see as the future being for open innovation.
That's a very good question.
It's a big question.
I know. And first of all, let me redefine open innovation.
Please.
Open innovation is a way to tap in external innovation and ideas to build a competitive business by expanding the network.
Yes.
And for that definition, open innovation is not really any trend or anything, but the necessity for all the companies around the world. And it is not only for the R&D and also new business development, but also marketing, production, all other businesses. So it will be more widely used in the future.
In the midst of so much change, I wonder how you're planning to move Nine Sigma forward.
Okay, because there are so much demand in use of open innovation. Definitely, we like to lower the hurdle of using open innovation, making people much easier to come up with the idea of how to use open innovation, and also lower the cost so that people can much easily tap into the external innovation. And definitely, because we have acquired so much experience in supporting companies around the world, we not only work on a project basis, but also we want to work as a partner to make most out of the open innovation for more broader, audiences and people around the world.
Aki, it's been such a pleasure to talk with you today. I've learned so much. Thank you for your time.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you for asking a lot of great questions.
I hope we can do this again sometime.
Definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
本日の撮影はスタートアップスタジオクォンタムさんに場所をお借りして行いました。クォンタムさん、ありがとうございました。